stuffed everywhere. Sheds, closets. Like, she knows we got trucks. Her brother's got a truck. So, like, I don't understand why she never asked if we could help her take her trash off or none of that. And I did, because if the landlord had taken her for the damages, right? Like I said, we replaced carpets. We replaced doors, not just the one door. And it is Jody Lynn. And that was the other thing. Train over there talking about, she had a long conversation with her about drinking. Do you not think that I've done that? As an addict, like, do you not think that I've had extensive conversations about drugs and alcohol to my children? You're crazy if you think that. Crazy. I want to say, if I remember correctly, it was her and her little friend that we caught drinking out of, it was Woodford Reserve that we had, that one of Joey's customers gave to him as a tip or a Christmas gift, if I remember correctly. And we had that bottle of liquor forever, and we don't drink, so it was full forever. And then one day I looked in the cabinet and I was like, damn, where'd that liquor go? And come to find out, it was Mackenzie and her friend. And you best believe we had extensive conversations about that. I did it too, but I was smart about it. I filled it back up with water. I would mark it where it was, and I would fill it back up with water. I was a little smarter about it. And I just don't understand how people are like, how should I be acting I don't understand. Should I be out here saying, oh no, Mackenzie, you're doing a great job. Keep it up. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I don't know, T-Baby. I don't know. Train decided to reach out to my baby daddy's girlfriend, and then my daughter reached out to Train, supposedly. And if I had done that, if I was just letting her do whatever she wanted, that would be a problem too. But if I'm saying what she's doing is wrong, that's a problem too. No matter what I'm doing, it's a problem. And I don't understand, because it don't concern nobody. Nobody. But what Train is doing is causing more problems where there was already problems. And I'm stubborn. I'm stubborn as fuck. I am. And I could be bad for it, whatever. But when I found out that my daughter was stealing from me, that is, to me, the most disrespectful thing ever. And the fact that we had just forked out $1,000 to help her get her bills caught back up, and within the same week, she came to my house and stole from me. So I'm just supposed to be like, oh yeah, that's a great job. Keep it up. No. I just, and people are over there babying her. This is somebody's life they're fucking with just because they want to hurt me. Y'all are making her think that what she's doing is okay, and it's not. I wasn't. I had gotten off. I sure had. They wanted me gone, but when I was gone, that didn't work either. Right, how dare I just not... Right, Anna, that's how I feel. That is exactly how I feel. I'm just supposed to let her steal from me and do whatever. No, I don't care if she's my kid or not. I stole from my mama. And I had to pay for the price for that. I'm not saying that what she's doing isn't normal things that some kids do, because it is. It absolutely is. But I wouldn't be a mother if I were just sit back and let her do it without telling her it's fucking wrong. Exactly, Nikki. I am. And I've been trying to do that my whole life, Jody Lynn. My whole life. And I can't even explain it to you. I was a horrible fuck up as a kid. I was so bad. And I blamed my mother. I did. 10,000%. I blamed my mother. My dad died when I was 14. She began using drugs right after. You know, she let me do whatever I wanted to do. I could have my boyfriend spend the night. She was the first person to get me high. She, at 15, gave me a methadone for cramps. You know, I feel like it was a recipe for disaster. And it turned into a disaster. 10,000%, hands down. I was a whole hot fucking mess. For a long time. But then I got my shit together. And I remember saying, like, I don't see anything wrong with smoking weed. I really don't. I really don't. But I would never be that parent that would smoke with their kids. Because I feel like when my mom did that, that was the start of me fucking up. Because in my head, I was like, she don't care if I smoke weed. She's going to smoke with me. She ain't going to care about nothing. And I started trying other things and doing all kind of things. So I always told myself that I would do whatever I could to not be that way. And I wasn't. And I've never been that way. And I've spent most of their life talking to them about drugs and alcohol and how important, you know, it's to have good credit, and, you know, you have to work for things you want. You know, a college education is important, but not need, like, you don't have to have a college education to be successful. Does it make it easier? Absolutely. So I definitely, you know, encouraged her to go to school. And she did wonderful. Straight A's her whole life. You know, going to Radford. And it's sad. Like, it's heartbreaking. I never lost my kids. That was one of the other things. Because I talked about my mom having my kids. I never lost them.
Take you down.
Do what?
They're trying to take you down.
Oh, I'm sure. I never lost them. It was when I was in my addiction, really, really bad, and I was with their dad, and we were homeless, or about to be homeless. I'll say that. We were still in the house, but we was getting kicked out because we didn't have jobs, blah, blah, blah. And I ended up going to a mental hospital, and I tried to leave their dad that time. When I got out of the hospital, I realized that I was not in shape to have the kids. So I asked my mother to keep them until I could get my shit together. And it took me a little bit of time. Like I said, I want to say it was like 2.5, 3 years. But I got them back. So I never lost my kids. I have no clue. Hey there, hey, because, you know, when it comes to parenting and kids, like, that bitch don't got no room to talk. None. She's a mother moose, okay? Mother mooses need to be what mother mooses are and mind their business and not worry about kids. Definitely not mine. Maybe hers, not mine. No, I had to work today. I appreciate that, Diane, because when I say, like, I lived a rough life, I don't talk about it too much, but I absolutely lived a rough life and made a lot of mistakes. And everybody wants to know why, like, you know, I don't feel like I'm better than anybody, but, like, I brag about things. You goddamn right. You goddamn right I do. Because I worked my motherfucking ass off to get where I'm at. And I will talk about it, brag about it, do whatever the fuck I want to do because I did that. But I don't think that I'm better than anybody. Because anybody that wants it can get it too. If you want a good life or you want certain things, if you work for it, you can get it. If you put the work in, you'll get it. Drives me crazy.
I'm the same exact way. I'm the same way. I brag about it because I'm young too, and I'm doing good, you know? It makes me feel good.
Yeah,
and I don't have anyone to brag about it too, you know what I'm saying? So
Either.
if I can get out here and show everyone what I got, I fucking will. Because I'm proud.
And you should be. And that's how I am too. You know, I have talked about that too. Like, most of my family is deceased. And, you know, if I accomplish something and I want to talk to somebody about it, I don't have one person that I can call. Not one. Except my husband. I always got my husband.
Yep.
But I don't have anybody that I can call and be like, hey, you know, I did this and I did that.
Y'all, that's my brother down there. Family disappointment, that's my brother. He knows. He knows.
Oh. I appreciate it, bro. I do. And you know, I guess the part that I don't understand, and I should be used to it by now because I went through it with Joe, but I don't understand how someone can sit there and say that they were your best friend and that they loved you and, you know, I'll never do this or I'll never do that. But look, I almost feel like she's trying to top what Joe did. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like she's trying to figure out how to hurt me worse than Joe did.
I always say there's no one out there that is able to hurt me the way the people that I thought was supposed to love me actually hurt me. You know what I'm saying? So anyone can come out here and say whatever the fuck you want about me. Call me what you want. You're not hurting my feelings.
I would have to value your opinion first.
Yeah, exactly.
And Jenny, I do too. The one thing I will say is, and I've talked about this a little bit, is my in-laws. We really did not get along for the first half of my marriage. And when my brother-in-law passed away is when it changed. And I hate that. And I hate that that's how it happened. You know, I don't know if it was, you know, she lost her son and was like, damn, you know, I only got this one left because the other one's in prison. And it was like, it changed. Completely different. But I do, you know, I still don't, like, if I accomplish something, I don't call them. I mean, we are much closer than we used to be, but I wouldn't say that close, if that makes sense. Like, I don't think to pick the phone up and call her.
Yeah. I just recently, within the last, I want to say, year or so, have been talking with my brother and my sister that came in here. Those are the two oldest. They're older than me. And they live 7 hours from me. We're not close, you know? But they're the ones that I'm closest to. The only family that's blood related to me that I have.
Thank you, Kathy. But so much of it baffles me. Like, I support, so I'm going to say if she's not drinking, because I don't know. Her actions here recently remind me of when she was drinking, but I don't know for sure. But like, if she is clean and sober and, trying to do the businesses, whatever it is that she's trying to do, like, I support her, bragging about that too. And I encourage it. Like, it makes you keep on keeping on. You know what I mean? It's crazy to me. It's crazy. All of it's crazy. It truly is.
I know.
And the sad, like, I'm still sitting here trying to figure out, like, what did I do to her for her to do these things to me? What justifies the action? Like, if somebody could explain to me what justifies the action, then maybe I could understand.
And the thing is, all you've done is shown something that's public record. It's crazy. It's crazy.
I feel like when I talk about truth, if I come out here and say one truth about her, she's going to come back and say 10 lies about me or me and Joey.
Yeah. That's how it's happened every single time.
And then I feel like I have to come out here I kind of want to look at this. Will you stay for just a second? My husband just sent me something and I want to look at it really quick, but it's on TikTok. So if I click on it, it's going to kick me out.
Yeah.
Back in just like 2 seconds.
Yeah, Kathy. Tara acts like she's innocent. She's not. She's not. I think we should start doing 10 lies about Tara. But the truth hurts worse.
Okay. Sorry. I think I'm going to grab my iPad and show it to you.
Listen, May can show whatever pictures and whatever, really. It's the same shit they are saying. The same shit.
From an altercation that we had a year ago. It's so crazy to me. It really is.
I am. Right. Maybe still hadn't had no baby yet.
My mother raised me the kindest, sweetest person you'll ever meet. But if you mess with me, then I'll show you why I carry my father's last name.
Period.
So that is my husband's daughter.
My mother raised me to be the kindest and sweetest person you'll ever meet. But if you mess with me, then I'll show you why I carry my father's last name.
Like, it don't even make sense, though. Like, I mean, I'm glad. I don't know.
I think we should do 10 lies about Tara.
I'm glad that she, is speaking up a little bit. Because, him visiting and getting the visitation with her, like, I feel like we fucking bent over backwards for him to be able to see her. We lived out here. She's in Richmond. Like, literally every weekend, or, usually it was every other weekend. But sometimes it was, weekends in a row where we would drive the 3.5 hours to Richmond, get to visit with her for an hour, and then drive 3.5 hours back. And in the beginning, I feel like because Joey and I married so quickly, nobody, I guess, wanted to like me. His mother, his ex-wife, it took her a hot minute to give me a chance, but we're good now. And it makes me happy to know that their relationship is much stronger than it had been.